Hello, friends. Hope you all are doing very well in your life. Today, we will try to study NMR spectroscopy and will learn how NMR spectroscopy works and how we can determine the structure of any organic compound using NMR spectroscopy. What exactly NMR spectroscopy is and how exactly it works. It's, as the name indicates, nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. So what we are going to study here is the nucleus of any atom. The nucleus is basically consisting of the neutrons as well as protons. The protons are positively charged, whereas neutrons are have no charge over it. So overall the nucleus is bearing a positive charge, and as we have studied earlier in our school times, that this nucleus is revolving around its own axis. But physics says that whenever a nucleus is revolving around its own axis, it produces a magnetic field. So before moving on to the part of magnetic field, let us understand which all nucleus used to which all nucleus can be worked out in NMR spectroscopy. The most commonly used ones are the protons, that is the hydrogen, and the carbon. The, that means carbon 13. In addition to those, we can also study nitrogen 15, fluorine 19, and phosphorus 31 nucleus for structure elucidation in organic compounds. So we were talking about that the nucleus bearing a positive charge is spinning around its own axis as shown in the figure. So it can bear two orientations, either in the positive clockwise direction or in the negative anti-clockwise directions. Both the states are having different energy. When such nucleus has been placed in some external magnetic field, that is B0 indicated by the B0, then instead of spinning it start precessing. This is how the nucleus starts precessing when it is being placed in some external magnetic field. And this nucleus, which is actually precessing an external magnetic field, is when being irradiated with radio frequency waves, it absorbs the frequency which is equivalent to the frequency of its precision. When it absorbs the frequency of its equivalent to its precision, the transition occurs. Rotation changes from positive to negative, negative to positive, from clockwise to anti-clockwise and anti-clockwise to clockwise. These are being indicated by plus half or minus half energy states. So with this transition, a signal is being produced, and that signal is being captured in NMR spectra. This is how we try to work out the NMR signaling of any organic compound, and we can find out the basic skeletal structure of any given compound. With this we can find what exactly the position of protons as well as carbon is there in a given organic compound. Thank you.